Orthrus vs. Minotaur, Kaliyah Slithers in Part 1 by Colton. When three mythical creatures are unearthed, the Marines must try to stop them before the world gets destroyed. Footsteps walking. Today is a beautiful day. Don't you think? Amy asked Charlie. Phone beeping. I don't have any service, said Amy. Who needs service? Asked Charlie, looking at Amy. What are you looking at? Asked Amy. Something beautiful. Charlie leans in to kiss Amy. Ground shaking. Whoa, said Charlie. Ground collapses. Amy falls. Charlie grabs Amy's hand. Pull me up, said Amy. I'm trying. I got you, said Charlie, pulling Amy up. Thanks. Both Amy and Charlie are coughing. Hissing in the hole. What was that? Asked Amy. Hissing continues. Eyes appear in the hole. A snake head rises from the hole, then two more appear. Kaliyah. Amy, run, said Charlie. Both Amy and Charlie are running. Kaliyah slithers past. Both Amy and Charlie walk out of the bush. What was that? Asked Amy. A mythical creature. Snorting behind both Amy and Charlie. Both Amy and Charlie look. Minotaur appears. Back away, slowly. It'll just run us over, said Charlie. Howling in the distance. Minotaur snorts, then runs away. That was lucky, said Amy. A figure runs past. Charlie looks. Our luck just ran out, said Charlie. What do you mean? Orthrus howls. Is that a wolf? Asked Amy. Yeah, said Charlie. With two heads? Asked Amy. Yep, run Amy. Go, said Charlie. Both Amy and Charlie are running. Amy trips. I tripped over something, said Amy, seeing Kaliyah. Kaliyah hisses. Amy stands up. Kaliyah eats Amy. Charlie runs. Kaliyah chases Charlie, then slithers past the tree. Charlie looks, then sighs. Howling in the distance. Charlie looks. Orthrus pounces at Charlie. Charlie screams. A car pulls up. Doors open, then shut. Ah, Private Emma Thompson. I'm glad you could make it. Please join the others. Privates, you all want to be in the Marines, and I'll help you succeed. Training starts right now. The alarm goes off. Privates, follow me, said Ben. Footsteps running. Door opens. Ben, we got a call. People ran into a said Justin. What? Asked Ben. A really giant bull, said Justin. Keep an eye on them, said Ben. Guns cocking. People running. A helicopter flies away. Will he be all right? Asked Alan. Yeah, he gets into these situations all the time, said Justin. The helicopter lands. The door opens and then shuts. What are we looking for, sir? Asked Chris. Justin said, a giant bull, said Ben. A giant bull, said Siobhan. Let's move quickly. I want it dead too, said Ben. Footsteps walking. Typing on the keyboard. Screen appears. Here we go. Privates approach. Now we could see what's out there, said Justin. Footsteps walking, a figure moves past. Alan looks. Wait, turn back. Justin looks at Alan. I saw something. Tape rewinds. Figure moves. Stop right there, said Alan. The group sees a shadow. Can you make it clearer? Asked Taylor, typing on the keyboard. Imagine getting clearer. Orthrus appears. Holy shit, what is that? Asked Justin. Emma, look up mythical creatures. I think I know, said Alan. What is it? Asked Adam. Footsteps walking. Ben bends down, then touches the paw print. I got something, sir, asked Leslie. Yeah, do you know a creature with these paw prints? Asked Ben. No, said Leslie. Chris sees a hole. Sir, over here, said Chris. All running, then stop. What do you think is down there? Asked Chad. Ben pulls out some rope. Let's find out, said Ben. All climbing down rope. Footsteps walking. Siobhan looks at the wall. These are hieroglyphics, said Siobhan. Hieroglyphics? Asked Leslie. The study of wall drawings. Each creates a story, said Ben. Chris sees all three mythical creatures. Sir, is this the bull? Asked Chris. All approaching. Yeah, that's the bull, said Ben. It can't be. That's the Minotaur, said Siobhan. The mythical creature, asked Chad. Yeah, those two are Kaliyah and Orthrus, said Siobhan. Who? Asked Ben. Orthrus, the two-headed wolf. And Kaliyah, the three-headed snake, said Siobhan. So, if these hieroglyphs are here, doesn't that mean? Asked Chad, being pulled, then falls. Hissing from above. Guns firing. Chad continues to be dragged. Chad, said Ben. Kaliyah hisses. Chad grabs a gun. Gun fires. Kaliyah hisses. Chad screams, then gets ripped apart. Guns continue firing. Kaliyah slithers away. Emma is typing on her keyboard. Alan reads, then sees a picture of Orthrus. Found it, Orthrus. The group sees a picture of Orthrus. Your friends are out there with this, said Alan. We need to find them, said Justin. You better tell them, said Alan. Justin grabs a walkie-talkie. Ben, come in, Ben. Static on walkie-talkie. They aren't answering, said Justin. Then let's go find them, said Alan. All walking. Guns cocking. We stay together. It might be hunting us, said Justin. All walking towards the truck. Snorting in the distance. All see Minotaur. What is that? Asked Adam. Minotaur snorts, then walks away. Let's move, said Justin. Doors open, then shut. Engine rumbles. Minotaur snorts, then charges the truck. All screaming. Minotaur rams the truck. Truck tips. Minotaur snorts, then walks away. All groaning. Gas leaking. Fire starts. Alan sees fire. Fire, hurry, get out, said Alan. Glass smashes. All crawling out. Adam groans. Leave, I'm stuck. Get out of here, said Adam. Alan tries pulling Adam. Adam groans. Alan, hurry, said Emma. Go, Alan, said Adam. Sorry, said Alan, running. Truck explodes. All climbing rope. Where do we go now, sir? Asked Chris. Let's find Justin and the others, said Ben. What if they're dead? Asked Leslie. Ben turns towards Leslie. Don't ever say that again, said Ben. Footsteps walking. All kneel. What are we waiting for? Asked Taylor. I see something. I'll check it out, said Justin. Emma is looking around. "You all right?" asked Alan. "I'm just a little scared," said Emma. "It'll be all right. We're safe," said Alan. "He's been gone for a while," said Taylor. "Let's go find him." "Stay together," said Alan. All walking, then see Justin's gun. "Do you think he's dead?" asked Taylor. Growling behind the group. All turn around. Eyes appear in bushes. The group steps backwards. Orthrus appears, then howls. "Run," said Alan. All running. Orthrus chases the group. Taylor trips. Orthrus growls. Gun fires. Justin appears. "Hurry, this way," said Justin. Both Alan and Emma see Kaliyah behind Justin. "Look out." Justin looks. Kaliyah hisses. Justin fires a gun. Snakeheads surround Justin. "Justin," said Alan. The gun continues firing. Kaliyah bites Justin, splits him into 3 pieces, and then eats him. Orthrus pounces at Kaliyah. Taylor runs towards both Alan and Emma. "Let's get out of here," said Emma. All 3 are running. Footsteps walking. Ben moves bushes. Amy's body appears. "Is that saliva on her?" asked Leslie. "Yeah, the snake was either startled or full. That's why she's covered in saliva." "Let's find the others," said Ben. Footsteps walking. "Do you think we lost them?" asked Taylor. "Hopefully, let's keep moving," said Alan. "I need to rest," said Taylor. "Me too," said Emma. "Rest. We'll need our strength," said Alan. Twig snaps. Alan raises the gun. "Is it a creature?" asked Emma. Another twig snaps. "Get behind me," said Alan. Charlie falls. "Don't shoot." "I'm being chased," said Charlie. "We need to leave," said Taylor. Tree falls. Minotaur appears. "Go, run," said Alan. "All stop at the cliff." "Now what?" asked Charlie. Minotaur snorts. "When I say, move," said Alan. Kaliyah wraps around Minotaur. Both Kaliyah and Minotaur are fighting. "Let's move," said Emma. Footsteps walking. "Sir, the base," said Chris. "Let's find the privates," said Ben, walking. All walking. Door opens. Footsteps walking. "They ain't here," said Leslie. "Damn," said Ben. Siobhan sees fire. "Fire," said Siobhan. All running outside. Fire extinguishers are spraying. Chris sees a burned body. "There's a body in there," said Chris. Body being dragged out. Ben sees his arm patch. "A list, this was Adam List," said Ben. "What should we do?" asked Leslie. "Find the others," said Ben. Footsteps walking. "Hey, I think I see the base," said Alan, grabbing binoculars, looks, then sees the base. "Is it the base?" asked Taylor. "Yeah, let's move," said Alan, stepping, falling down a hill, then hitting a tree. "Alan," said Emma. "I'm fine." "I'm fine dash." Alan sees snake heads. "Move quickly," said Alan. All 3 look. Kaliyah hisses. Minotaur rams Kaliyah. Emma looks down the hill. "Jump down," said Emma, rolling down the hill. Both Charlie and Taylor look down. Orthrus growls. Taylor jumps, then rolls down the hill. Charlie stares at Orthrus, then jumps. Orthrus bites Charlie. Alan helps both Emma and Taylor up. "Let's go," said Alan. All three are running. Footsteps walking. Leslie sees all three running. "Ben, over there," said Leslie. Ben smiles. All three mythical creatures fall down the hill. "Commence firing," said Ben. Guns firing. All three are lying on the ground. Mythical creatures moan. Guns click. All looking. Smoke clears. Kaliyah hisses. All running. Minotaur snorts. Orthrus howls. Mythical creatures are chasing the group. "We need to get away from them," said Alan. Ben pulls out the radio. "Benfield, requesting an evacuation," said Ben. "Evacuation requested, meet me at the mill." 20 minutes. "I'll be waiting," said Private One. "Where's the mill?" asked Taylor. "The other side of that mountain." "Let's move quickly," said Ben. All running, then stop at the rock wall. "Start climbing," said Alan. All climbing. Kaliyah hisses. Leslie sees a ledge, then climbs onto it. "Leslie," said Ben. Leslie pulls out the magazine, puts another one in, and then fires the gun. "Go." "I'll distract it," said Leslie. All continue climbing. Ben gets to the top, then sees the mill. "Hurry up," said Ben, pulling up Alan, Emma, and Taylor. The gun gets jammed. "Shit," said Leslie. Kaliyah hisses. Leslie looks at Kaliyah. Kaliyah bites Leslie. Blood splatters. "Hurry up," said Ben. Siobhan slips. Chris grabs Siobhan's hand. Kaliyah hisses. Minotaur charges Kaliyah. "Grab the wall," said Chris. A helicopter flies overhead and then lands. "Hurry," said Alan. "Get out of here. Get to the helicopter." "I'll wait," said Ben. Alan nods. All three are running. Both Chris and Siobhan are climbing. Minotaur gets pushed into the rock wall. Chris loses grip and falls onto Minotaur's horn. Footsteps running. "Lieutenant Benfield?" asked Private One. "He's back there," said Alan. "Get on board," said Private One. Ben pulls Siobhan up. "Let's go," said Ben. Both Ben and Siobhan are running. Helicopter starts. Orthrus chases both Ben and Siobhan, then jumps. Siobhan moves Ben, then gets eaten. Ben running. The helicopter slowly rises. "There he is," said Alan. Ben is running up the hill. Door opens. Ben jumps. Alan grabs Ben. Ben gets pulled into the helicopter. "Thanks," said Ben. "No problem," said Alan. The helicopter flies away. To be continued, Orthrus vs Minotaur, Kaliyah Slithers in Part 2. When the mythical creatures follow the helicopter, they start to destroy the city. Will the three creatures be stopped? Helicopter flying away. Orthrus growls, sees the helicopter, and then follows it. Both Kaliyah and Minotaur follow Orthrus. "What do we do about the creatures?" asked Emma. "Get to the other base. Then think of a plan," said Ben. A helicopter flies overhead. Fire burning. Marshall appears, then watches the helicopter. "I wonder what's going on," asked Marshall. "Who knows?" said June, appearing. A football gets thrown, then lands into the bushes. "I got it," said Steve, appearing. Bushes move. Steve grabs the football. Orthrus growls. Steve looks at Orthrus. "Lily waiting." Come on, Steve. What's taking so long? Asked Lily. Growling from the bushes. All look. Orthrus appears. Everybody run, said Marshall. People running. Orthrus eats people. Kaliyah hisses. Minotaur snorts, then rams Kaliyah. Let's go, hurry, said June. All running. The helicopter lands. Door opens. Thank you, Private, said Ben. Private Ryan Dunn. You're welcome, sir, said Ryan. Footsteps running, then stop. All are breathing heavily. Where are we? Asked Lily. I don't know. Hey, there's a base camp over there, said Marshall. How far? Asked June. 4 miles, said Marshall. Then let's start walking, said June. Footsteps walking. Guns cocking. Lieutenant Field, the chief wants to talk to you, said Ryan. Let him in, said Ben. Footsteps walking. Lee appears. Hello, Lieutenant Field. I'm Chief Lee Hart. I'm here to tell you about these creatures. I want them destroyed, said Lee. Well, Chief, if we kill these things, we do it my way, said Ben. Consider it done, Lieutenant Field, said Lee, walking away. Footsteps walking. How much farther? Asked Lily. We should be there soon, said Marshall. Car approaching. Yes, stop, please, said June. Car stops. Something's out here, said Marshall. Get in, said Cree, appearing. Tree falls. Minotaur snorts. Doors open, then shut. Minotaur charges for the car. The car drives away, then swerves. Orthrus howls. Footsteps walking. Do we have a plan? Ben asked Alan. Door opens. Map being unrolled. Well, if I do, I'll tell you, said Ben. The car backs up, then turns around. Minotaur snorts. Car stops. Orthrus howls. Hurry, out of the car, said Cree. Doors opening. Lily's shirt gets caught. All three are running, stop, then see Lily still inside the car. We need to help her, said June. Look, said Marshall. Lily pulls on the shirt. Shirt rips. Lily smiles, then sees Kaliyah. Kaliyah wraps its tail around the car. Door shuts. Lily screams. Snakehead smash through windows. Lily grabs the scraper, then swings it at Snakehead's. Snakehead bites scraper. Lily leans backwards. Snakehead appears behind Lily, then bites her head. Lily screams. Blood splatters. Minotaur charges Kaliyah. Orthrus pounces on both Kaliyah and Minotaur. Let's get out of here, said Cree. Group looking at the map. What's in this spot? Asked Taylor. That's the mill. We can't destroy that. If we did, oil, toxins, etc. It would kill everyone, said Ben. What about a canyon? Stick them into it, then explode a wall. If the boat doesn't kill them. Rocks should, said Alan. But we don't have a canyon. Ben gets an image of the hole. The hole, said Ben. What hole? Asked Emma. Where all three of the creatures came from. Put explosives on the inside. Press the trigger, and they're dead, said Ben. Yeah, that's a good idea, said Emma. All right, let's get started, said Alan. Guns are being loaded. Footsteps running. How much further? Asked June. It should be over there. Let's just hope, said Marshall, stepping. Twig snaps. What was that? Asked Cree. Kaliyah hissing. All three are running. Footsteps walking. Helicopter starts. Where do you think the creatures are? Asked Ryan. Well, said Ben, being interrupted. Orthrus growling. All look. Group running. Mythical creatures are chasing the group. The guns, said Alan. Guns firing. Taylor sees a truck, then runs towards it. Taylor, said Emma. The truck starts, then drives toward the group. Kaliyah hisses, then gets hit by the truck. Get in, said Taylor. Door opens. Ryan loads the bazooka, then fires it. Explosion in distance. Orthrus howls, then runs away. Minotaur runs away. Truck driving. Ryan reloads bazooka. Kaliyah is chasing the truck. Ryan aims bazooka. Alan drops the magazine, bends down, then bumps Ryan. Bazooka fires. Look out, said Marshall. Truck explodes. Kaliyah hisses, then slithers away. Oh my God, said Ben. All running toward the truck. Taylor, said Emma. Do you see him? Asked Alan. Coughing in the distance. Both Crew and Marshall appear. Did anyone else survive? Asked Emma. We're the only survivors. Sorry, said Cree. Damn, give them medical attention, said Ben. Come on, Emma, we have work to do, said Alan. Bandages are being put on both Cree and Marshall. Should we stick to the plan? Asked Ryan. Yes, pack up the explosives, said Ben. What about these two? Asked Emma. We'll take them with us. Just follow my orders, said Ben. Footsteps approaching. No, you'll follow mine, said Lee. You're going? Asked Ben. No. I'll stay here. And tell you where to go, said Lee. How are you going to do that? Asked Alan. I'll be tracking you. Just stay together, said Lee. We will, Chief. Troops, move out, said Ben. Footsteps walking. Good luck, said Lee beeping on the tracker. There they are, said Private 2. Good, said Lee. Footsteps walking. Let's keep moving, said Ben. All walking. Twig snapping. Ryan looks, sees Kaliyah's tail, then turns back. Group's gone. Sir, hello. Sir. Growling behind Ryan. Ryan looks. Orthrus appears. Ryan runs down the path. Orthrus chases Ryan. Ryan trips, then drops the gun. My gun, said Ryan, reaching for the gun. Orthrus growls. Tree falls. Orthrus gets hit by a tree. Ryan laughs. Minotaur snorts, raises his hoof, then crushes Ryan. Footsteps walking. Where's Ryan? Asked Emma. Ben looks. Private Ryan, you four keep moving. I'll find him. Just get to the hole and plant the explosives, said Ben, walking back. Let's move quickly, said Alan. Footsteps walking. Lee, come in, said Ben. Lee here, said Lee. Private Ryan Dunn is gone. Can you track his location? Asked Ben. Typing on the keyboard. 20 meters east, said Lee. Footsteps walking. Ben sees Ryan's body, then sighs. He's dead, said Ben. Footsteps walking. Alan sees the hole. Over here, said Alan. I'll see the hole. What now? Asked Cree. We need to set up the explosives. Let's get started, said Alan, climbing down the rope. Here, keep an eye out, said Emma, climbing down the rope. Explosives are being set up. Twig snaps. Ben appears. Guns are being lowered. Where's my privates? Asked Ben. Down there, said Marshall. Emma, Alan, hurry up, said Ben. Kaliyah's tail wraps around Cree. Cree screams. Help me, said Cree. Guns firing. Ben's gun jams. Come on, stupid thing, said Ben. Marshall gets hit by a snake head. Kaliyah hissing. Cree screams, then gets split into 3 pieces. Blood splatters onto Ben. Ben falls. Kaliyah hisses. Orthrus jumps at Kaliyah. Explosive beeps. We're done, said Alan. Get up here quickly, said Ben. Both Alan and Emma are climbing rope. Ben pulls both Alan and Emma up. Let's get out of here, said Alan. All running. Ben sees Marshall. Hey, come on, said Ben. Kaliyah's tail hits both Ben and Marshall. Both Ben and Marshall land inside the hole. Sir, get out of here, Emma, said Alan. Emma hides behind bushes. Alan looks into the hole. Minotaur snorts, then rams both Kaliyah and Orthrus. Alan, said Emma. Alan looks. Mythical creatures fall into the hole. Dust clears. Alan is holding onto a ledge. Pull me up, said Alan. Kaliyah hisses. It's coming back, said Emma. A snake head rises from the hole. Both Alan and Emma are watching. Gun fires. Kaliyah hisses. Go. Get out of here, privates. I'll finish this, said Ben, pushing the button. Alan gets pulled up. Both Alan and Emma are running. Explosion inside the hole. Mythical creatures moan. Land crumbles. Emma, jump, said Alan. Both Alan and Emma jump to land, then cough. Footsteps approaching. Both Alan and Emma sigh, people clapping. And for their heroism. I give you Lieutenant Alan Ramirez and Lieutenant Emma Thompson, said Lee. A perfect day, said Emma. Not yet, said Alan, kissing Emma. People cheering. The end. Orthrus vs. Minotaur, Kaliyah Slithers in again by Colton Dennis. The mythical creatures find their way through a mine. But once they resurface, people start dying. Can the mythical creatures be stopped? Explosion inside the hole. Mythical creatures moan. Land crumbles. Rocks hitting the wall. Wall crumbles. Light appears. Voices in the distance. Kaliyah hisses, then follows voices. Orthrus whines, gets up, and then runs into mine. Minotaur snorts, stands up, starts to walk towards the hole, then stops. A giant axe appears. Minotaur walks towards the giant axe, then grabs it. Talking continues in the distance. Miner 1 is walking. Pants unzip. Miner 1 urinates, exhales, then stops. Pants get zipped. Hissing in distance. Miner 1 looks. Who's down here? Figure moves. What the hell, said Miner 1. Hissing continues. Light shining. Kaliyah appears behind Miner 1. Footsteps walking. Hey, what's taking you so long? Asked Miner 2. Light shining. Blood appears. Kaliyah hissing. Miner 1's torso appears. Hissing continues. Miner 2 screams. Screaming echoes. Miners look. Kaliyah appears. Screaming inside mine. Miner 3 is running. Kaliyah's tail wraps around Miner 3, then pulls him into mine. Miner 3 screams. Blood splatters. Kaliyah hisses, then slithers into the woods. A building appears in the distance. A helicopter lands on the roof. Door opens. Both Adam Williams and Josh Williams appear. Footsteps walking. "Why are we here?" asked Josh. Door opens. "Please sit, I'll get Lieutenant Matthew Davison." "Please wait here," said Harland, walking away. Adam looks. Zendaya appears, then walks past. "Look at that. It's really beautiful," said Adam. "Hey, put your dick away. We need to figure out why we are here," said Josh. "Well, I hope it's for some pleasure," said Adam. Door opens. "Please wait in here, ma'am," said Brandon. Door shuts. Daniela appears. "Hi, I'm Daniela Fuller." "You are?" asked Daniela. "Professor Josh Williams and my brother Adam Williams," said Josh. Door opens. "Hello, Professor Williams, Mr. Williams, and Dr. Fuller. Sorry for bothering you three. But I just received these pictures. Now, I know you're a paleontologist. I called you to see these," said Matthew, clicking the remote. Orthrus appears in front of mine. Josh stands up, then walks towards the screen. "Is that a wolf with two heads?" asked Adam. "That's not a prehistoric animal," said Daniela. "I would say the exact same thing. This animal never existed. Only in mythological times," said Josh. "Well, this thing is alive and moving. Also, we think two other creatures are out there. We found a miner's body covered in mucus. Plus, these footprints," said Matthew, clicking the remote. Pictures of footprints appear. "Those aren't footprints. They're hoofprints, and dinosaurs don't have hooves," said Josh. "Wait, if the one is mythical. Maybe this one is too," said Daniela. "Well, the top creature. Technically, it is half and half," said Josh, pulling out a book. "Half and half, what do you mean?" asked Matthew. Pages flipping. "Half human, half animal," said Josh. "It doesn't eat meat, right?" asked Adam. "Right, the animal part is a bull," said Josh. "What is it called?" asked Matthew. Josh stops on the page and picks it up. "This is the creature you're looking for." "The Minotaur," said Josh. A picture of the Minotaur appears. "Wait, that's two. What's the third creature?" "'Cause a wolf doesn't throw up carcasses," said Daniela. "No, but snakes do," said Josh. "A snake can throw up a carcass," said Matthew. "If it's startled, yes," said Josh. "So, does this have a name too?" asked Adam. "Kaliyah, the three-headed snake," said Josh. The group is looking at a picture of Kaliyah. A three-headed snake, a two-headed wolf, and a half-man, half-bull. "We'll start looking at dawn." "Get some rest," said Matthew. Door opens. Footsteps walking. "These are your rooms for tonight," said Harland. All three nod. Door shuts. Adam is lying on the bed. Daniela is typing on her keyboard. Adam looks. "What are you doing?" asked Adam. "Researching the creatures," said Daniela. "Ah, I never got into studying. I just tracked them down," said Adam. "Find them?" "What do you mean?" asked Daniela. "My brother digs up dinosaurs. I actually find and kill them," said Adam. "You kill dinosaurs?" How? Asked Daniela. Adam picks up his bag. Bag unzips. Adam pulls out a gun. You don't like guns. I can tell. I've worked with people like that before, said Adam, putting the gun in his bag. How long has Josh been a paleontologist? Asked Daniela. 11 years, said Adam. Well, I'm off to bed. Good night, Mr. Williams, said Daniela. Call me Adam, said Adam. Daniela smiles. Laptop shuts. The light turns off. Footsteps walking. Howling in the distance. Josh walks towards the fence. Bushes shaking. Hand grabs Josh. Josh looks. Geez, sorry, Professor Williams, said Busta. It's all right, I'm heading back. Good night, said Josh. You too, Professor. Bushes continue shaking. Busta pulls out the keys. The gate unlocks, then opens. Guns cocks. Footsteps walking towards bushes. Bushes move. Raccoons run away. Damn animals, said Busta, turning around. Eugene appears. Busta gets startled. Sorry, I saw the gate open. Did you find anything? Asked Eugene. Yeah, raccoons, said Busta. I need a smoke break. Want one? Asked Eugene. Busta pulls out a cigarette. Eugene lights the cigarette. I haven't had one in a while, said Busta. Howl in the distance. Both Busta and Eugene look. That was a big howl, said Eugene. Stay here, I'll check it out, said Busta, walking. The light turns on. Do you see anything? Asked Eugene. Busta is looking around. No, it was probably a wolf, said Busta, turning around. Orthrus jumps at Busta. Busta screaming. Eugene is running towards the fence. Gate shakes. Eugene pulls out the keys. Keys jingling. Orthrus looks at Eugene. Eugene drops the keys, bends down, and then looks. Orthrus is gone. Eugene sighs, then grabs the keys. Growling behind Eugene. Eugene looks. Orthrus pounces. Eugene screams. Sun rises. Knocking on the door. Door opens. Please follow me. And wake the others, said Matthew. People groaning. Footsteps walking. Lieutenant Matthews, what happened? Asked Josh. I would guess one of those creatures did it, said Matthew. How do you know? Asked Daniela. Tracks outside the area. It was the wolf, said Josh, looking at tracks. These are magnificent, said Josh. Adam follows the tracks. Do you know where it would go? Asked Matthew. It just ate. Maybe it went and hid. Or it could have found one of our scents. If it followed the scent of my brother, it went after these two, said Adam. The scent of me? Why, the miners. They have the scent of dirt and mustiness. When I'm digging, my clothes are dangerous. Same with Dr. Fuller's. So, we could lure Orthrus to us. But we need to find the other two, said Josh. Let me and my people handle them, said Matthew. Trucks stop. Adam opens the bag. What are you doing? Asked Josh. I'm going with them. I also need your clothes. I've got myself a plan, said Adam. Guns cocking. Zendaya, you'll stay with the paleontologists. Bill and Brandon, find the snake. Me and Harland will find the half thing, said Matthew. I'll go with them, said Adam. No, you're not, said Matthew. Listen, I've dealt with worse things than these. And I've got a better gun. So, deal with it, said Adam, walking towards the truck. Truck's driving away. Josh ties a shirt to the fence. Truck driving. Where do you think it would be? Asked Matthew. It's a Minotaur, it could be right in front of us, said Adam. Axe swings are then used to cut through the roof. Both Adam and Matthew look back. Harland is decapitated. Minotaur snorts. What now? Asked Matthew. Drive back. I'll handle him, said Adam, standing up. Gun fires. Minotaur snorts. The truck turns around and then drives away. Minotaur follows the truck. Hopefully they found the snake, said Matthew. Guns firing. Kaliyah hisses, then follows both Billy and Brandon. Brandon hides behind a tree, then reloads the gun. Kaliyah's tail wraps around a tree. Brandon is being squeezed. Run, said Brandon, gasping his last breath. Billy running. Kaliyah chases Billy. Billy falls, grabs the gun, and then points it. Where the hell did it go? Asked Billy. Kaliyah hisses. Billy is looking around. Hissing continues. Saliva drips onto Billy's shoulder. Billy sees saliva, then looks up. Kaliyah hisses. Billy raises a gun. Screaming in the distance. Truck driving. Kaliyah sees the truck, then hisses. Bush is shaking. Zendaya looks. I'll be right back, said Zendaya. Gate opens. Josh looks at shirt. Low growling. Wait, it's out there, said Josh. I don't think it is, said Zendaya. Growling continues. Orthrus runs toward the gate. Josh grabs Zendaya. Orthrus heads inside the gate. Gun fires. Orthrus runs away. The truck drives through a fence. It's behind us, said Matthew. Minotaur snorts. All look. The Minotaur throws his axe. All duck. Axe goes into the ground. Get inside, said Matthew. All running inside the building. Door shuts. We need a plan, said Josh. Axe hitting the door. Kaliyah hisses. Minotaur looks. Orthrus howls. Mythical creatures are fighting. Sir, how about Operation DA? Asked Zendaya. That's right, but it has to be done inside, said Matthew. Josh and Daniel leave. One of us will do it, said Adam. Both Daniel and Josh nod. I'll do it, said Matthew. Kaliyah's tail goes through the wall, then into Zendaya's chest. Wall breaks. Kaliyah hisses. All running. Door shuts. Matthew types on the keyboard. Light, said Josh. Get out of here, said Matthew. Kaliyah is hitting glass. All three are running. Computer beeping. Door opens. Come on, Adam, said Josh. Wait, said Adam. Go to hell, said Matthew. Glass breaks. Matthew presses the button. The front part of the building explodes. Fire goes through the hallway. All three are running. The back building explodes. All three fall, then cough. I hate mythical creatures, said Josh. All three laugh, then walk away. The end.